He was the man with glasses and hair like a bird's nest. He hadn't said anything since they'd met on the stairs, and he didn't look like the sort of person who was inclined to conversation. His skin was pale, his breathing was heavy, and he was soaked with nervous sweat. His behavior seemed very suspicious, or perhaps simply emotionally unstable. It was difficult to tell. Whatever the case, it seemed clear that he was only a fingertip's worth of a grip on his sanity. The girl with pink hair, Clover, walked up to him slowly. She put her hands on her hips and eyed him suspiciously. What number are you? He didn't answer. His bloodshot eyes twitched from person to person, and his breath became in hot pants. Hey, I'm talking to you. The man licked his dry lips and a shaking tongue, and spoke with a voice like old paper. Hold on. I'm trying to think of a good name. Okay, I'm gonna change Silver's. I can't find a good freaking voice for Silver. I need like a really punky voice. But his is gonna be very nasally, I think. Isn't it obvious? There are 9 people here. And you know who numbers 1 through 8 are. I'm the only one left. So you're 9? Yeah. He extended a trembling arm. The bracelet didn't say 9. Clover looked at it contemptuously. What's your code name? What's your code name? Count name. What do you want us to call you? We all made up names. You should too. I don't need one. Why not? Because I'm not going to stay here with you. He took a shuddering breath and exhaled. Clover looked at him with something very like disgust. You've got some sort of plan? I do. Yeah? What's that? You sure you want to know? Yeah. Alright, let me show you. I'm going to do this. Ah! By the time they realized what he was doing, it was too late to stop him. The man's body moved like a snake's. In the blink of an eye, he had slid around behind her and wrapped his arm around her waist. Okay, hold on, let me think here. What am I gonna freaking do for Santa's voice? Ho ho ho! What? Okay, no, that's not gonna. Hey, what the hell do you think you're doing? Yeah, that should work. Santa leapt forward toward Clover and the 9th man. He was halfway there when... Stay back! Suddenly the man's hand dove into his pocket. It came back out with a knife. A pocket knife. He held it to Clover's pale, quivering neck. If you get any closer, I'll cut her open. Santa skidded to a halt. He snarled at the scrawny man with the knife and gritted his teeth. Yeah, that's right. The man's smile was neither friendly nor reassuring. Sweat poured down his neck, soaking the collar of his shirt. Clover, are you alright? The prince, Snake's voice. It sounded oddly concerned. Yeah, I'm fine. Her voice shook, making her words even less convincing. What the hell are you trying to do? I told you. This is my plan. What are you gonna do to her, you sick son of a bitch? Don't worry. I'm not gonna do anything to her. If she just does what I tell her to, I'll let her go. He started to move backwards, slowly keeping his grip on Clover. Keeping that distance, Junpei and the others followed. Well, this went downhill pretty quickly. Eventually, the man reached the wall. He gave a start as his back touched it, then glanced around quickly and spoke. Verify. Huh? The left. Look on your left. Do you see the device on the wall? Place your hand on the scanner panel, and the round part. What if I don't? What if I don't? The man's nostrils flared and he looked like he was about to choke. Are you an idiot? What do you think? I could could slit your throat right now. I'll kill you if I have to. All I need is your bracelet. Just do it. Do it now. He pressed the knife against Clover's neck, hard. Slowly, she stretched her left hand out toward the device. Man, just freaking elbow hit that shit. Man, he is freaking scrawny, man. Clover, you can take him, mate. Her back was to it, and she had to feel around for a moment before she found the circular panel. It made a cold electronic noise, and on the display above her hand, an asterisk appeared. So that's how it works, Junpei thought to himself. By placing one's palm on what the ninth man had called the scanner panel, the user's bracelet number would be entered into the device. Should you total the numbers of your numbered bracelets, and find that the digital root of that number is equal to the number of that door, the door will open. Junpei shifted his eyes to the door itself. The number on it was 5. The ninth man seemed to know a little more about the device's operation than he should. How had he known exactly what to do? Good, you're done. Next. His bloodshot eyes crept from person to person until finally they stepped on the lion, Ace. You, right? You're the one with the number 1 bracelet, right? Yes. Yes, I am. So? Then you're next. You just verify your number on this, like this little brat did. What are you doing? Do it! Don't you care what happens to her? Okay. Just calm down. Ace held his hands up. Held up his hands, palms out. The ninth man jerked his chin toward the device. Slowly, cautiously, Ace moved toward the device. After this little ordeal, I think I'm gonna end this session. After what seemed like an agonizing eternity, he reached it. Now, verify. Ace nodded and placed his hand on the scanner panel. The device beeped again, and a second asterisk appeared. Right, 4, 1. So 4 plus 1 is 5, of course. Now, the numbers had Clover and Ace's numbers. 4 and 1. 4 plus 1 equals 5. The same as the number written on the door. But it wouldn't work open just yet. Only 3 to 5... Oh, gosh dang it. Only 3 to 5 people can pass through one numbered door. The door needed at least one more person. Who would that be? Get back! His voice shook, but the knife he held onto Clover's throat made his words a command. Ace took 2, then 3 steps back. No, further! More than that! Go all the way back! Slowly, Ace did what he was told. The ninth man's lips curled into a cruel, twisted smile. That was when Junpei understood his plan. Clover's 4 and Ace's 5 added to the ninth man's 9. 4 plus 1 plus 9 equals 14. 1 plus 4 equals 5. In other words... Thank God you are all so cooperative. Now I can get out of this nightmare. He pressed his own hand against the scanner panel. A third asterisk appeared on the screen. He dropped his hand onto the lever, to the lever on the side of the device and pulled. He's gonna die. He's gonna freaking die. The door opened with a heavy metallic groan. He let go of Clover. Wait! Junpei leapt toward the ninth man, but he wasn't fast enough. The man shoved Clover. Ah! And hopped through the door. Okay, have a good one, guys. I'm going off ahead now. Well then, goodbye. He raised his hand and waved, a twisted smirk on his face. Then he was gone. But wait, he didn't... Didn't Zero say that everyone who, like, if we can open up the door, had to go in and had to participate? Wasn't that what Zero said? So is the ninth man about to die right now? When he was gone, the door ground shut with a dull clang of metal on metal. Clover, are you all right? Snake ran to Clover's side as she lay on the floor. Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine. She climbed unsteadily to her feet, and once there, leaned heavily on Snake's shoulder for support. Junpei ran to the door. The others followed him. Several pairs of hands grabbed hold of the handles and pulled. They grunted and strained, but... Shit! It won't budge. That was when Lotus, the dancer, spoke. Her voice was quiet. Do you hear something? Like what? Like some sort of beeping? Junpei pressed his ear against the cold metal of the door. The others did the same. You're right. I can hear it too. What is it? When they heard something else. It was the ninth man. Shit! Why isn't it stopping? God damn it! You lied! Lied? This wasn't supposed to happen. This is wrong. This is wrong! His voice shook with fear. Safe on the outside, they stepped back from the door and looked at one another. What's happening? What's happening in there? Open the door! Please! I'm begging you! Help me! Please! Get me out of here! Get me out of here! Yeah, he's gonna freaking die. Junpei grabbed hold of the device. He slammed his hand on the scanner panel. Nothing happened. Why didn't it register him? He looked at the display where the asterisk had shown up. It said engaged. Oh my god, oh my god. There's no time left. Listen, I was lied to. He lied to me. He put me in here. It was him. He killed me. It was him. Ah! 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 Yeah, he freaking blew up. He's dead. Saw that coming. The explosion rocked the room. Instinctively, they ducked, then stood up slowly when they realized there was no danger. Hold on. I got an itch. Oh, yeah. That feels good. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. No one spoke. Silence filled the room. In that silence, the electronic tone that echoed across the room sounded as loud as a gunshot. All eyes turned towards it. It had come from the device mounted next to the door. The display changed from engaged to vacant. Let's see if we can open it. 7. The mountain swallowed hard. Junpei nodded and placed his hand on the scanner panel. A red asterisk appeared on the LCD panel. The device had registered Junpei's bracelet number, 5. He was not enough, however. At least 2 more people were needed. Junpei asked, which pair? Alright, so hold on. 1 plus 5 is 6, plus 8 is... Oh, Jesus. 14. So that would be... So that would be 1 in... Okay, so that would be 5. Yeah. Okay, so that would be 5. Okay. 5 plus 2 is 7. Okay, that would be 14 as well. And Santa and June... 3 is 8. And... That's hard. You know what? Ace is the biggest hit guy here. So if there's freaking something really bad, I'm going with them. Ace, Lotus, you think you could give me a hand here? The pun was a little too on the nose, but the mood was still grim. Both Ace and Lotus lifted their left hands silently. 1 and 8. I wonder if that will, like, really affect things. Shit. Was I... Should I done... Should I have done that? 5 plus 1 plus 8 equals 14. 1 plus 4 equals 5. They'd fulfilled the conditions. If they were to pull the lever on the side... You guys ready? I'm gonna open it. Junpei grabbed the lever, then looked back over his shoulder. They stiffened and nodded. Junpei nodded back and set his mouth on a grim line. Then he slowly lowered the lever. Shit. Oh, what are we gonna see? Is it gonna be like a bloody mess? There was a metallic groan, and the door slid open. A breath of air drifted out of it, carrying a stench that nearly made them gag. Junpei grimaced and put a hand over his mouth. Oh my god. Good god. Lotus and Ace shuddered. 7 grunted. Whoa, that's pretty bad. Even Santa's voice shook. He blew up. It appeared that Santa was right. The hallway on the other side of the door was splattered with chunks of torn flesh and dark red blood. Oh, no. I can't do it really loud. If it wasn't freaking 1 a.m., I would do a scream, but I can't. So, I guess. The shriek echoed across the room. It had come from June. Then her strength left her, and she dropped. As Junpei turned to catch her, the door groaned shut. Damn. Got fucked up. She crumpled to the floor. June, you okay? Junpei dropped to his knees and put his arm around her shoulders. That's when he noticed. Her whole body was feverish. She was radiating intense heat. What the hell? Where'd this fever come from? I like my dude, I love that freaking vest. I want a vest like that. That is like the coolest vest I've ever seen. Dude, I want... Okay, the plaid shirt's a bit much, but the freaking hoodie and like the blue... Like, what is going on with this character design right now? June didn't answer. Her face looked like wax, and her whole body began to shake. Alright, let's just rest for a minute, okay? You think you can walk? She nodded weakly. Junpei lifted June to her feet and guided her to a nearby chair. Here we go. As gently as he could, he set her down in it. Damn. Well, to be honest, he kind of deserved it. To be honest, I do not feel bad for him. Screw you, Ninth Man. You suck. Well, now just rename the game 8 people, 9 doors, 9 hours, or 9 hours, 9 hours, 8 people, and 9 doors. Because, one of them dead. I wonder, how, like, me picking Ace and Lotus, how that will affect the story. I wonder how that will do, like, what that will do. As gently as he could, he set her down. How are you feeling? Are you alright? She nodded, and as she did, a single huge tear rolled down the side of her face. Why? Why did this happen? Her voice cracked, broken by misery and grief, and choked by sobs. Why did this happen? Junpei spun around. Do any of them know what the fuck is going on here? Who's Zero? What's the Nanami game? Come on, anybody. Anything. What the hell is going on? What are we doing here? No one spoke. Ace, Snake, Santa, Clover, Seven, and Lotus. They just simply stood there, 7 pairs of downcast eyes, and 7 grim lines from mouths. June's body shook with silent sobs. They slowed as the minutes ticked by, and eventually they stopped. Well, that was definitely not something that I thought would happen in this weekend. Suddenly, in the cold, heavy silence that had enveloped them like a thick fog, a bell began to ring. The clock in the central hall. 7, 8, 9, 10 times.